Hello, and thank you for following this technical presentation series on renewable energy studies. In this video, we will discuss the power plant controller, the PPC. The PPC is present in large-scale wind and PV parks. Its goal is to control the park power flow by sending individual references to wind turbine or PV converters in the park. In the generic model of EMTP 4.1, only the reactive power loop is modeled. The active power loop has a very slow dynamic and can be neglected in most studies. The EMTP generic reactive power control is based on secondary voltage control concept. By default, all controllers in the park control the voltage to 1 per unit. When the PPC operates in Q mode, the measured reactive power at the point of common coupling is compared with the reactive power reference, and the error goes through a PI controller. The output of this PI regulator is the voltage reference deviation, which is sent to each individual converter in the park. In voltage control mode, the measured voltage is compared with the voltage reference, and the error is multiplied by a gain. The gain output is the new reactive power reference, and the same loop as for the Q control mode described at the previous slide is used. In power factor control mode, the total park power flow is measured, and the reactive power reference is calculated based on the power factor reference as shown on this figure. Here you can see how this control is built in the EMTP generic model. From this figure you can see here the outer VIR control loop, the outer power factor control loop, and here the Q control loop. Based on the operating mode, the selector here will select the reference from the Q control loop, the voltage control loop, the power factor control loop. The first option is available where the reactive power reference is from a QV curve input by users. In this case, the positive sequence voltage is measured, and using this curve, the reactive power reference is generated. Here you can see the graphical user interface for the PPC. In this graphical user interface, you can find the gain for the V control loop, which is used, of course, only if the V control mode is on. The gains for the Q control loop, which is used for any modes. The maximum and minimum voltage reference. And the PPC FRT, fault write-through capability. The fault write-through capability are used when a fault occurs on the grid. The fault is detected by the following voltage drop setting, FRT pickup voltage. If the voltage drops more than these settings, in this case 0.175, the PPC goes into FRT mode and the current converter reference is blocked. When the voltage deviation goes below the second setting, 0.125, the FRT mode is reset and the PPC starts to control the reactive power again. It can also be noticed that the output of the PPC is not continuously refreshed. It is refreshed at a period which is specified here by voltage reference revised time. Let's take a look in EMTP. In this example, we have a transmission grid here with two PV parks connected. Let's go inside one of them. You can see the PPC here connected at the point of common coupling. This PV park is aggregated. We have presented it in the first video of this series. All the converters, their control, and the converter transformers are aggregated together. We can see that the output of the PPC, which is the voltage reference deviation, is sent to the control here as a page connector. Now let's go inside the PPC. We can see that the same schematic as presented in the PowerPoint is in there. The first example, let's apply a step change. Currently, this park is operating in Q control mode as selected here, and the reactive power reference is 0. To apply a step change, we can simply go and modify the content of this PPC. However, one must be careful, because since this device is repeated twice, the PPC device must be made unique before being modified. We can see that this PPC is not unique right now. If we select it, right-click on it, and go to Properties, and then Part Type Info, we see that two PPC devices are here. To make them unique, simply right-click, go to Subcircuit Info, and check Make the selected device into a unique type definition. We can now modify this PPC device without modifying the other. Let's apply a voltage step change. Here we have the initial reactive power reference. We can simply apply a step variation with a summation device. For the step variation, we will use the signal generator. The signal generator will generate a step of a magnitude of 0.1 second. The wave will be infinite, there will be no bias, and we will apply the step at 1 second. For this example, let's visualize the errors between the reactive power reference and the measure reactive power. So we can place here a control scope after the error calculator, the summation. Let's also visualize here the voltage reference deviation sent to each individual converter in the park. And we will also be able to visualize here the reactive power flow going out of the park. Let's simulate. We will visualize the result with scope view. First scope will be the PV park reactive power. Second one, the error in the reactive power. And the third one, the voltage reference sent to each converter in the park. As explained in the previous video, during the first 0.4 seconds, the park is initializing, so we can focus on what happened after close to 1 second. Initially, the reactive power is very close to 0. Then at 1 second, we apply the step. As soon as we apply a step, the error goes to 0.1, and then through some oscillations recover and slowly goes back to 0. As soon as the step is applied, the voltage reference deviation sent to each inverter changes as well. In the end, the park reactive power goes to the new value. As a second example, let's now apply a fault after this step change. We will apply the fault at 2.5 seconds when the park has reached a new steady state. The fault will be applied at 2 seconds and will be cleared at 2.2 seconds. We will simulate now 4 seconds. The simulation is started over again. At 1 second, the reactive power step is applied. The new steady state is reached. And at 2 seconds, there is the fault. The fault is cleared at 2.2 seconds. What we can see is when the fault occurs, because of the FRT mode, the output here of the PPC does not change anymore. As soon as the fault is cleared, now the output is refreshed. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it will be very useful for you. Please take a look at the following videos of this series, which will focus on converter control and dedicated renewable energy studies. Thanks and have a good day. Bye.